talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Second down at 4. Now here's Mahomes. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Another run here with Dobbins. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason. So now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now. Come back and get greedy later and try and put it in the end zone.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Hurts going to keep it again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end. Dallas got it. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On third and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late. because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever you call it run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. It's really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A big play there for KC. 44 yards. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 3-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. Now Mahomes. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be a
touchdown! Sky Moore, a 16-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows to 10-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A good throw here, finding Pascal. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. They'll try to run forward with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Eagles defense able to hold. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up for about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Here's Hurts to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Got it in. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd down and goal. Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Eagles are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. So we've one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the 2nd half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Hurts going to keep it running right. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Mahomes to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, Try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He did his best to just get 4 onto that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's run down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Just one more quarter remains. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action.
Let's go now.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Mahomes now on 1st down. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 47 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Mahomes will throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. On 2nd and 9. Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll set up to throw. He's got Smith here. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here.
The Houston Texans are now on the clock. Now the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Miami Dolphins. The New York Giants on the clock. And now on the clock, the Minnesota Vikings. With the next selection, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. The New York Jets are now on the clock. It's the New England Patriots, now on the clock. The Dallas Cowboys are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Detroit Lions. It's the Buffalo Bills, now on the clock. Now we turn to the Eagles. They're on the clock. The Chicago Bears are now on the clock. The Indianapolis Colts are now on the clock. Next up, the Commanders are on the clock. The Los Angeles Chargers now on the clock. With the next pick, the Raiders are on the clock. With the next selection, the Ravens are on the clock. It's the Carolina Panthers now on the clock. Next up, the Titans are on the clock. The Miami Dolphins now on the clock. The Atlanta Falcons are now on the clock. The Bengals now on the clock. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. And now on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals. The Jaguars are on the clock now.
Y'all, I'm wondering who I should go with here. This is the top one right here.
The Green Bay Packers are now on the clock.
What do we got for wide receiver? I don't know. I don't want a player that has all Fs.
On the clock now, the Houston Texans.
Where is it? It's in here. I don't need another QB. Don't need a quarterback.
It's the Detroit Lions now on the clock.
I don't like that. I don't want ones with Fs. BYU. Wyoming.
Next up, it's the Seahawks on the clock.
Okay. Interesting.
The Kansas City Chiefs now on the clock.
The Chiefs are up there.
The Philadelphia Eagles on the clock now. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock. The 49ers on the clock now. The New York Giants are now on the clock. The Minnesota Vikings now on the clock. The Pittsburgh Steelers are now on the clock. Next up, the Jets are on the clock. On the clock now, the New England Patriots. It's the Cowboys now on the clock. The Detroit Lions now on the clock. The Buffalo Bills are now on the clock. With the next selection, the Saints are on the clock. On the clock now, the Chicago Bears. Next up, the Indianapolis Colts are on the clock. With the next selection, it's the Washington Commanders. Now on the clock, the Los Angeles Chargers. The Las Vegas Raiders now on the clock. The Baltimore Ravens are on the clock now. The Carolina Panthers now on the clock. It's the Tennessee Titans now on the clock. Next up, it's the Dolphins on the clock. It's the Atlanta Falcons now on the clock. The Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. It's the Bucks now on the clock. The Cardinals on the clock now. The Jaguars are on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Green Bay Packers. The Cleveland Browns are now on the clock. The Los Angeles Rams are up. They're on the clock. On the clock now, the Seattle Seahawks. With the next pick, the Kansas City Chiefs are now on the clock. Up next, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock. Now on the clock, the Texans. Now the Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. It's the Philadelphia Eagles now on the clock. The Houston Texans are now on the clock. Now we turn to the Eagles. They're on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. Next up, it's the Seahawks on the clock. The Philadelphia Eagles on the clock now.